Hi guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay guys, I wanted to share some things I've been working on. You guys know I've really been into painting and mixed media and art journaling and all that lately. So I wanted to share some things I've been working on. I've been making, okay, what have I been making? That's what I'm going to share with you guys. I've been making folders, pockets, and drop paper, believe it or not. I'll explain how to make drop paper, and tags. And I've been doing it with jelly printing and Dylusion spray paints and all the Dylusion Diane Reevely techniques, which I love her. That's who I originally started YouTube with, is Diane Reevely and the Mixed Media Girls. And Diane Reevely, I think that's who I really started with. And then from Diane Reevely, I went to even more mixed media. And from there, I started getting into it with all the other stuff, with all the laces and doilies and mini books and journals and all the stuff we've been making. So, but what's really weird is I've turned full circle after like 3 or 4 years and back to the painting and art journaling and the Diane Reevely techniques, and just, I just love it. So anyway, but I'm still going to be doing my other stuff too, guys. In fact, I have a junk journal going right now, which I'll be sharing with you guys pretty soon. Anyway, in between, I'm doing a lot of artwork that you guys saw in my last video. In between that artwork, because I'm doing all my artwork, all my paintings. Those are going to be sold in some stores that I'm selling in California, which I'll be delivering to them in like July. But in between that, you need some downtime and doing some things where you don't have to do a lot of thinking, a lot of decision making. It can just be more. Not that the other stuff isn't fun, because it is fun, but you need time where you want to craft, where your brain doesn't have to make a lot of decisions. You can just roll with the flow. And this is that type of work that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so I made some out of file folders. I made some folders and pockets. And this is a folder and a pocket. So let me show you what it looks like. This was jelly printing, and I had a fabulous time jelly printing. So I jelly printed up a bunch of file folders. So this is all jelly printing. And when I got done jelly printing, I had all this space in between. So I took a baby white and paint and just went over it like this. And with the baby white, it goes really, really nice and smooth and fills in the rest of the spaces. So, and that's jelly printed also. And then you open it up, and this is all jelly printed. I think that turned out really cool. And then I made a little pocket. And I make pockets with little hinges. I'm going to show you that really quick, because that is like super important to make these hinges. Okay. Really quickly, take a piece of take a piece of cardstock, and you take your scoreboard, which I have right here. This is a scoreboard for people who don't know. Okay. And every inch you score 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And you score each inch. When I do some stuff next week, I'll kind of show you how I do that. Okay, so then you have these scores. So you take, after you go 1, 2, and then you cut this piece right out right here. So then you have this piece cut here, and you put that, then fold that in half. And when you do that, you have hinges, and then that's what you put on the back of here, so your pockets can really have room. So it's really cool. I will show you exactly that technique I'm talking about next week. So you open it up, and you can put a bunch of cool stuff in here. Again, it's all jelly printed. Let me see what you guys are seeing in the camera. Yeah. Isn't it cool, you guys? I love it. So these are things that I'm making, and I'm going to give out as gifts. Put stuff in it for people and give as gifts. Like, wouldn't you love to receive something like this and a bunch of goodies in the pocket? And just get some, I guess, mail art in the mail. I just love it. And I've never really been into these bright colors, but my husband has these shoes, these new Air Jordans, and they're like this. Like, both shoes are different, and it's like graffiti art all over his shoes, and they're so cool. So I started wanting to do some, like, graffiti-looking art on different things. So, anyway, that's how that's done. I love it. And like I said, some of this stuff is gifts. It will be going out. Okay, I made some pockets. Remember I told you I made some pockets. So here's a pocket made out of a file folder. And I did attach right here. See, I folded this over and then attached the flap on. Okay? And I'm going to show you guys another video next week of how I did this. So this it's like this. This opens up. Okay? I just want to show you guys how I'm in frame. This is the cool design. This is all done with Diane Reevely Dylusion spray paints and stencils and all that. And I use all kind of stencils, not just Diane Reevely stencils, because I have a ton of stencils. Again, I did those hinges here, so I have a lot of room in this pocket. So that flips back over. And this is layers and layers of techniques of Diane Reevely, which I absolutely love. Did that turn out gorgeous, you guys? And I still may do, I still may put one of my girls on top of here. I may stencil some really cool stuff in black on here. I'm not sure yet, so I might be done with that. I may not. Here's another one in that same color line of a pocket. Okay, again, I went ahead and added this flap. Look at the back. Isn't that cool? And this is all with the Diane Reevely techniques and spray paints. That's what the top of this one looks like. And then again, the hinges. So I can put some goodies in there. And like I said, I may go ahead and add a picture on here. I may do a border on here. I may do nothing and leave it because it looks really cool. So we'll see. Here's another one, very similar. Okay. There's the back. And the reason I have so many, and then there's the top of this, of the flap right there. The reason I have so many that are done with the same colors is because if you have that out, with her technique, which is really cool, is if you're going to spray this, okay, if I sprayed like this whole sheet right here, okay, like you spray the color in, the yellow, green, turquoise, yellow, okay, and it's all puddled. You need to take something right away, like she tells you if you're going to work in a journal, take the other page and put it right on top. Go like that. Now you have 2 pages done as far as base coated color. See? Then at the same time, you can take tags and mop up whatever else. So you're always making doubles and triples and quadruples of everything. And at the same time, you could throw some tags in. Like I did some tags, too, in those colors. Let me show you. I threw in a tag, and I started doing the tag. See? See how the tag matches? Okay, and then I did throw some stenciling on it. Also, I cut this off, which I still got to cut this off here. This is going to be a bookmark, so that's going to match. So when I give somebody one of these things, I can throw in a tag and a bookmark, and everything matches. So, kind of cool. Okay, this is cool. This is another pocket, but what's cool about it is now this has a little bit different color on it. This was done like years ago, like probably 2 years ago, and then and I just threw in some extra green on here to match it. So this was done like 2 years ago, this part, and then I just recently did this other part here. You know, this with the rest of this other lot that I did. But I wanted it to match, so I threw in a little bit of extra green into here. But I thought that was really cool looking. So there's that, and there's the top of that one. And again, there's the pocket, so I can throw a bunch of goodies in there for somebody. And look at the back. I love it. Okay, now this is a whole nother wave of color. And it opens up different, too. This is more like a folder / pockets. Okay, so here, let me take these and put these on the ground. Okay, so I love how this turned out. Doesn't this look gorgeous? I love the color combination. I love how all this turned out. Look at the back. This was even like some water dripped on it and bled out, and I thought that's cool. That's even a technique I learned from Shannon Green, to spray your Dylusion colors or watercolor on there, and then just take water and throw it on there, and then make blotches and make blotch paper. I've done that too, and I love it. Okay, look how cool this is. I'm going to make sure that I'm in frame still and on camera. Okay, yes we are. Okay, so on this, I did all the sprays. I sprayed through the stencil. I did all of that, and then I ended up at the end. I used some stencils I have here. This is a what is her name? There's Diane Reevely and there's Diane something else. You guys know who I'm talking about. It's coming to me. Anyway, that's her heart stencil there. I did some I love numbers. You guys will see numbers in my thing all the time. I did a number stencil there. This is another cool stencil. I got from the cheap for 99 cents. This stencil is so cool. I think it's by Delta. It's all these different Asian symbols for happiness, love, peace. This is a, I love these stencils. These stencils are fabulous. I showed them to you guys a long time ago. I think I picked them up for like $2 on, I don't even remember. It might have been Joann's. I can't remember. But they're all these ones. I got 4 different ones. I'll show you guys real quick. This is Cafe Paris number 7. Something else at the bottom. This one says Paris. Number 9, Rue Le Ver something. Anyway, I got like 4 of them. And I love those stencils. And that's what this is here. So I mixed up the Paris with the numbers on this side with an Asian symbol there. I think that's cool. This is a Diane Reevely technique right here, which I just love. Is this so cool, you guys? I'm going to show you guys how to do that. That's a really cool thing. So I got a lot of things. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. And that's really cool. Again, that's that same technique done with a different person. Now, she showed you this technique with her stencils, and I made up my own stencils because I didn't have the Diane Reevely stencils at the time. But I just found a place, I think it's discountscrapbook.com. Oh my God, you guys, they have all, I think it's discountscrap.com. And oh my God, they have all the Diane Reevely stuff for dirt cheap. They have everything dirt cheap. I think people have been shopping there for a while, and I just never looked at it. I'm gonna go crazy on that site in just a little bit with a bunch of Diane Reevely stencils. Anyway, again, that's one of her techniques right here. And I actually drew her and made her myself. And then this is a leaf stencil that I have. Then I threw in that Asian symbol again for love and peace. Isn't that cool? I think that turned out really neat. And then there's the back. I think that turned out really neat. Here's another pocket. Now this is just another pocket like I've been making with the flaps. Now this one, I still need to do something with the middle part. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. So, but anyway, I have the border on here. And then this is the back. Again, I might do something else with the back too, but I like how I put the leaves in, and then some of the numbers, half the numbers are showing here, and then there's numbers here. Then I'll open the flap up, and that's what it looks like up here. Pretty cool. And then there's some numbers here, upside down, which I think is cool. And then here's the pocket into here. Okay. And so like I said, I'll probably do some more stuff on here. Now this one's cool. It's totally completed. It's another pocket. Look how cool that one is. I love this one. Love. I need to make some more like this. This was done with, now all these right here were Diane Reevely sprays. This was jelly printed. Yeah, this is jelly printed. So I jelly printed the file folders again. So look how cool this turned out. This is that Diane something, you guys, I can't think of her name, her stencil. I put in black over this, but the background is all jelly printing, which I think turned out so cool. This is a butterfly stencil, and then this is that Asian stencil for love, love again, butterflies. So how cool, you guys. You have this big heart, which is really funky, butterflies, and then the symbol for love in Asian. I think that's just a cool combination. Again, it's that graffiti style. I love it. Okay, now the flap that comes up like that, this is the flap here. And this is another technique that I used, I learned from Diane Reevely, which is a really cool technique, which I need to show you guys. So that's another cool video that I'll be doing. This is a pocket right here, again with the hinges. I think turned out really cool. I did a bunch of the symbols for peace, love, and this one is something else which I can't read. Anyway, and more Asian symbols here. I just think that turned out so cool. I love these Asian symbols. And in the pocket, I did some. This is not one I like. This is some jelly print I think turned out like a mess, but ripped up and used in collage could be very, very cool. Okay. And what else did I? Oh, and these are some scraps. And I just am saving all the little scraps because you can take these, cut them up into different squares and rectangles, and then make paper out of them. I saw that, so I thought that's cool. So this is going to be my folder, or my pocket, that stores a bunch of scraps to do that. So anyway, love this. Is like one of my favorite ones too. Oh, I didn't show you the back. Look at the back. Love. I love this stencil. I just recently got this from Tuesday morning. Is this so cool? It's a moon, star, 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 moons. Love it. Okay, here's another one of my favorites. I keep saying these are all my favorites. Look how beautiful that is. Okay, I'm just making sure how much time. Okay, we're good. Okay, for one, this right here, I am loving this. It's called Robin's Egg. It's the brand. And I had seen it in a magazine, and I'm like, I don't know why I'm obsessed with this Robin egg, but I love the colors. I love the eggs. They're soaps in the shape of eggs, and then they put the egg-shaped soaps in jars, but on the bottom of the jar or in a bowl, they'll put the brown grass down first. It just looks, and I love the colors, and I just love it. So anyway, I went and downloaded a bunch of the pictures onto my computer so I can make tons of stuff with this Robin's Egg stuff. So that's what this is here. That's 2 different pictures from Google or Pinterest. And I love the colors, so I use the same colors, and this is all jelly printed. These colors are all jelly printed on here, the background. This is that Paris stencil, which I love. I used it there. I used it here. Cafe Paris, number 7, Rue Saint Soel. I think I'm saying it right. This is another stencil I have. This is Magic Dream Create. And then numbers down the side. And then my favorite here, I decoupaged on the front. Okay, this flap goes up. You guys look how cool that looks. Paris, number 9. Is that fabulous? All this was jelly printed. Again, that same stencil, number 7, Rue Saint Sol. This is his Cafe Paris. The pocket opens up. This right here is a strip of white cardstock that I checkered myself and then put at the bottom. So when I go like that, look how cool that looks. I love it. And then that's the back. I think the back turned out so cool. It almost looks like wallpaper. I love it. And this is all jelly printed. That's a cool, cool stencil right there. Okay, one more. Same type of thing. I used another image from this Robin's Egg from Google or Pinterest. I think this is 2 of them. 2 different ones, yeah. So I love the egg, and I love the eggs in the jar with the brown grass. I just love it. Roulis Vert stencil, number 7. Another little Paris stencil here. I put the little word dream on there, which just barely shows up, which looks really cool. Okay, now the flap goes up. And this is what the flap has. I put another pocket on the flap. And on that flap, I put another pocket. It says Paris, number 9. And that turned out gorgeous. So you get double pockets here. And then you have your other pocket there. And Cafe Paris, number 7, Rue. That little Marcel I put to the corner. I put a couple of numbers here. But they got kind of covered up, which I think looks really cool. And like I said, this was all jelly printed. And then there's the back. Guys, look how cool the back looks. This is so cool that I would take this out and, like, you know, use it as a little bag, a little purse. And it's made out of file holders. Is that crazy or what? But I love it. Okay, you guys, I think that is... Oh, no. I think there's a little bit more. Let me look at my camera time here. Okay, you guys, I'm almost done. I just want to show you a couple more things. I've just been working on a ton of cool stuff, and I need to stop and make a video because I want to share all this with you guys, and I hadn't been sharing. Okay, really quick, I made some tags and bookmarks with the leftover stuff that I've been making with these pockets. So this is going to be a bookmark. Okay, I'll paint it black on the back, and then I will run it through my laminator. I'll cut this off here. This was jelly printed. I will run that through the laminator. This is a piece that was done to Diane Reevely. Cut off. I'll cut that part off right there. Run it through the laminator. This was jelly printing. I'll cut that off so it's straight and put it through the laminator. And it's done on the other side too. Look how cool on the other side looks. Is that going to be the coolest bookmark? Love. That's the other side of that bookmark. This is going to be a tag. So because it was left over and I thought, you know, this would be just a cool, really big tag. So I think I'll miter the corners here, but leave it like this. And then put something really cool here. A cool thing or something or a person. I'm not sure. Same thing with the other side. Look how cool it looks. I think a really cool, I don't know, I'm not sure yet, but something cool on it, and this would be a really neat tag. And this is something else I want to show you guys. When you are doing, whether it's jelly printing or you're using the Diane Reevely sprays or your own spray inks, always be, and you have paint left over or you have whatever you have left over, smear that on or spray it on something else. Like, look at, these are just leftovers, okay? Leftover spray paint that's on my, the Dylusions that's left on my mat. I just quickly dip some tags in there. Or if I have too much, if I have a lot of paint on the journal page that I'm making, I'll just throw my tag and, you know, just sponge my tag over it. And also, this is a little bit of a stenciling left over. I mean, they don't look like anything now, but I can turn them into whatever. So I'm just trying to show you guys, always be having like tags nearby. And these tags are cool. These tags are time cards. Isn't that kind of cool? So you also have that underneath the card. That's kind of cool. So I'm just showing you guys, these are just my mop-ups, and I'm just mopping things up, and pretty soon they're going to be some beautiful tags. Like, look at this one. Look how cool this one is. And this was just a lot of mopping up. And it turned out so cool. I love it. I got to leave this one out so that I make sure I add that to something. But that was a bunch of mop up, mop up, mop up. Okay? I made it into a really cool tag. I love that one. And again, this is a bunch of mop up stuff turning into a tag, and it's getting cooler by the minute. Okay. That's enough of showing you guys that. The next thing I want to show you guys is really, really, really cool. Let me put this down here. I have been making drop paper, and I will put the link to the lady below who I learned this from, because I cannot remember her name right now, which is horrible, but I will put her name below because she's the one who told me the idea of, well, I've always made like these, I've always made folders and pockets and stuff like that, but the way she was doing it, it just kind of got me going, and definitely making the drop paper. I never thought to make my own drop paper. Okay, so I'm going to go down low and show you this drop paper. Look how cool this is. You guys, is that so cool? I made drop paper, and look how long I made it. And she was making it because she has a bunch of wallpaper, which I wish I could find wallpaper, you guys. I went on eBay. They're crazy. Wallpaper is expensive. I guess because they don't make too much of it anymore, so now it's like a commodity or something. You can't just, I thought I could just buy loads of wallpaper, dirt cheap old wallpaper from the, 80s or 70s. No, expensive. So anyway, I'm like, I've got to come up with something else. You guys, I have an obscene amount of Trader Joe paper bags. Okay, and so anyway, that's what this is. And look out of a Trader Joe magazine, I made drop paper. And this drop paper, you can do so much stuff with this. You can make those cool pockets out of this. You could make a journal out of this. That could be the journal cover. You can, there's so much stuff. You could frame this and it could be artwork. You can do so much stuff with this because you're just making paper. Okay, let me show you what the back of this is. Turning it around. That's exactly what it is. A Trader Joe paper bag. Crazy. That's all that is. So I just turned something like this that's going to be thrown in the garbage into something beautiful. Either thrown in the garbage eventually because you can only reuse them so many times. And look how beautiful this is. And it's nice and thick because a paper bag is really thick. So you come out with some really nice thick paper. Because one, the paper bag's already thick. Number two, you put paint over it and now it's even thicker. And look at this. It's just gorgeous. So you guys, I'm going to do something really cool with this. I'm very excited. I don't know what I'm going to make out of it, but I'm making something cool. I absolutely love it. And I will do another video on this. I have a lot of videos to make, you guys, but I will do a video on how I made this paper. One thing, if you want to start making this paper, I'll give you some quick directions of what I did. For one, get your paper bags out so you can make a long piece. Because if you have a long piece of paper, or if you make a long piece of paper, then you have more options of what you can do. And you can totally start covering, because it can be journal covers. They can be book covers, whatever. You could tear this up and then use it for the background of something. Or this could be the background for your next journal page. Who knows? But what you do is you take gesso. Now, here's another big tip and savings tip. There's a thing called Kills. 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 You get it at Home Depot. You can get it by the gallons. It's about $15 a gallon. And it's a primer for walls. You guys, it acts just like gesso. Because what is gesso? Gesso is a white primer. This is a white primer. It's for walls. You can paint. It makes the surface you're working on paintable. What is gesso used for? To make things paintable. So you guys, a gallon for 15 bucks. You'll be using this as your gesso for life. So it's a big, huge money saver. And that's what I did is I took the Kills, Kills from Home Depot. I painted that over this paper bag. So it's all white first. And you know what? I just gave it a quick coat. There was still a tiny, tiny amount of brown showing through, tiny bit. If you want, you could do 2 coats, but I only did 1. So now you got a coat of gesso, which is really the Kills primer, wall primer. Then you have all kinds of acrylic paint on top of this. Plus the paper bag is thick, so you're making a really nice, heavy-weighted piece of paper out of this that you can do anything with. So anyway, that's all, you guys, that I want to share with you guys today. Please subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. And if you can't leave a comment below, at least give me a thumbs up, because it does great stuff for you for YouTube. So, and you can't always make a comment on everyone's video. I'd love for you to make a comment, but if you can't, if you just do the thumbs up, that would be awesome. And look forward to videos. I got a ton of videos coming up to show you guys how to make drop paper, how to do some collage paint work, how to make these pockets. Like, I got videos coming out of the yin yang, so I'll be making them. Okay, you guys. Oh, you know what? Nah, I'll save that. Okay, you guys. I'll let you guys go, and I'll talk to you guys next video. Bye.